A day before the transfer portal opens, Oklahoma took advantage of the grad transfer status of Jaden Ott, and he is signed with the University of Oklahoma. Let's talk about what that means for the Sooners and what that means for a college football team that I think has an opportunity to get right for the first time since 2023. What's up, kinfolk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. If this is your first time watching the #1 college football show, welcome. Thank you for joining us here. We talk college football year round. If you are into that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and like this video. Answer the question in the comments below. Do you think Jaydn Ott is going to change the trajectory of Oklahoma in 2025? Because as I was doing this, and I did a segment earlier saying, hey, look, it's looking like they got some interest over here, and it looks like Jaden could absolutely help Oklahoma. However, a running back is not necessarily. You don't need no damn running back at Oklahoma. It's nice to have at Oklahoma. It's nice to have. It's nice to have. One of the things that I would also add here is, my God, guys, you got Jaydn Ott in place of Sam Franklin, right? Because they entered the portal today. As I'm still going through this myself. And I'm asking myself, all right, cool, bet. So Sam Franklin enters the portal. You still got Jaydn Ott. You got Javonte Barnes. You got Taylor Tatum. You got Xavier Robinson. You got we don't have an offensive line. I guess that's the part, right? Like I'm hemming and hawing because I'm trying not to go hard at the offensive line. And I'm trying not to go hard at Schmitty. And I'm trying to understand why my Oklahoma Sooners have gone 2 of the last 3 seasons with losing records. As you can see, I've been going through it over here as I'm just trying to sort everything out. OU was not healthy last year. And as much as I want to blame the offense and I want to blame the quarterbacks and I want to blame, they had no warm bodies out there, dog. Like, the caliber of player that was on the field for the offense was not the caliber of player that we've come to expect from the University of Oklahoma. I don't think that I'm speaking out of school when I say quarterbacks win Heisman trophies at Oklahoma. They throw for 4,000 yards at Oklahoma. Tailbacks rush for 1,500 yards at Oklahoma, or damn near close. Do you realize that the University of Oklahoma has not had a 1,000-yard tailback since 2022? More to the point, tell me how many yards Jackson Arnold threw for it last year. Tell me how many yards, okay? 1,421. You know how many yards Eric Gray rushed for in 2022? 1,366. The numbers ain't supposed to be that close, fam. If you put them together, you know what you get? You get to Khalil Tate at Arizona. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Jaydn Ott can be cool. I think he's all right. I think he's cool. I think he was the best tailback in the Pac-12 in 2023. But you know what? Oklahoma was a 10-win team in 2023. You know what happened? Oklahoma was not a 10-win team in 2024, and Jaydn Ott didn't get to play that much because he's injured. And when he did, it was 3.3 yards per carry for 385 yards total. Like, yeesh. So now that you got that settled and you get a grad transfer tailback you think can help, and you were able to keep DeMarco Murray at Oklahoma after he was kind of sort of flirting with Penn State. He said he wasn't, but the names don't come out of nowhere. Just ask Nico Iamaleava about where it comes out of nowhere. Because usually where there's smoke, there's fire. Okay? Usually. Most of the time. All right? I'm not that enthusiastic. I'm not that enthusiastic about it. I thought I would be when I stepped in here to talk about this, because frankly, that's what people be getting on about. But I think I'm kind of speaking for Oklahoma fans here when I say the feelings are mixed all over. This is more of us trying to wait and see what Brent Venables does in 2025 than it is anything else. There's a higher approval rating for Jim Nagy as the general manager than there is for Brent Venables as the head coach. And that seems topsy-turvy to me, because I love Brent. I love Brent. I think he understands the state. I think he understands the culture. I think he is the kind of head coach from a personality and temperament that you want. I think him coaching the defense, or calling the defense, I should say, is going to be a really good thing. I think it's going to be an amazing thing. I think it's going to be outstanding. I hope it's great, because with this group of tailbacks, John Mateer might not actually have to do that much. Or dare I say it, with this group of tailbacks back here, maybe you can go back to your split 3 wide. Split tailbacks, 3 wide receivers, right? See what you can do. See how many times you can get Deion Burks in one-on-one situations. See if you got a thunder and lightning combination back there. I'm not sold on Taylor Tatum because the boy put the ball on the floor. I can't have tailbacks to put the ball on the floor. You can be slow. You can be slow. You can be fat and slow. You can be fat and slow and not be able to catch the ball, but you got to be able to hold on to it. Hold on to football. My God. I never thought that I would be this kind of middle-aged black man, but I'm this kind of middle-aged black man where I be looking at these boys going, cover the points. Do we not know our points of pressure? Do we not teach this anymore? My goodness. Boy, putting the ball on the floor. Can't put the ball on the floor. No. Can't put the ball on the floor, and you got to pass protect. But pass protection, you ain't got to do that all the time. You know what you got to do all the time? You got to be able to be trustworthy with the ball in your hands. Jaydn Ott is trustworthy with the ball in his hands. So maybe that's something else that you're getting out of this. You know what I'm saying? Javonte Barnes, if he can get back to being Javonte Barnes, it's going to be great. Gavin Sawchuk gets back being Gavin Sawchuk. That could be great. Rush for 700-plus yards in 2023. But tailback ain't the thing. It's going to be nice to have all those dudes back there because you can never have enough tailbacks. Just ask Texas how that goes. But Oklahoma has not entered the SEC with kind of fanfare that Texas entered the SEC because, frankly, Texas came out the gate swinging. They made the SEC championship game in year one. They got beat by the national champions with a game to play for the national championship. Like, they are there. Oklahoma's chasing. And Oklahoma's going to continue to be chasing. It's just what it is right now. This is a step in the right direction. They're all going to be steps in the right direction. They're all going to be cool, right? They're all have an opportunity to be really great. But it's really about, can Ben Arbuckle get this offense going? And before we can even have that discussion, is Bill Bedenbaugh have an offensive line that can protect? And before we can even have that discussion, is Jerry Schmidt going to give us a football team that's healthy? I realize that this particular segment's been all over the place, but that's kind of what it is when you're talking about my team. And I get it, right? Frankly, the OU segment has not been a staple on this show because, frankly, OU fans stopped showing up, right? Which sucks because it's my team. But one of the things that I've come to understand about all of college football is people want to hear about the teams that are good. People want to hear about the teams that are bordering on great. There's a reason why Colorado got more segments in 2024 than Oklahoma. And it's quite frankly because Colorado had a Heisman Trophy winner playing both ways and was a top of the Big 12 conference. I'm challenging Oklahoma to do the same. I'm going to be here. That's family. That's blood. But when you're talking about the popularity of a blue blood program on the wane, yeah, something got to give. Something got to give. I don't give a damn that the SEC is the toughest league in the entire world. You wanted to play in it, so rise up. This ain't Auburn, okay? This ain't Mississippi State. Damn sure ain't Texas A&M. Act like it.